Hello, welcome to Living Life with Purpose. I'm your host, Phil Foster. Have you ever had those times in your life since you became a child of God where it seemed like God was distant? In Isaiah, the Bible said that, God, you've hidden yourself from me. But Isaiah said, but I'm still going to trust in you. And sometimes in your walk of faith, it seems like God's really close to you. And sometimes it might just seem like He's a million miles away. St. John of the Cross, he was a guy that wrote like 1,000+ years ago. He called these the dark nights of the soul. Even great people of faith like King David, the Bible said that David was a man with a heart after God. David one time said, God, I can't seem to find you, and that's a paraphrase. So there's times when God seems close, sometimes He seems distant. Sometimes if you're into stuff you shouldn't be into, if you're committing a lot of grievous sin, that'll mess with your relationship and God will seem distant. You might just be so busy you can't find time for God. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you're not doing anything you shouldn't and you're doing what you should and God still seems distant. I think one of the problems we get into today is we seek to experience God over just seeking God. And it's not that you never get to experience God. I mean, you might go to church one week, you say, man, you're like Jacob. He said, God was in this place. But maybe the next week you didn't feel God. Does that mean God didn't go to church? You see, God's omnipresence means He's here with us. Jesus said, lo, I'm with you always, even to the end of the age. But the manifest presence of God is something entirely different. In other words, we are to walk by faith, not by sight, or even how we feel. So in the process of serving God, whether you feel Him or you don't, He's still here with you. In times when God seems distant, just encourage you to do a couple things real quick. Number one is remind yourself that His Word is true and His promises are still there for you and I today. And then take a minute and reflect back on what God's done for you in the past. And so just keep on keeping on. Keep your eyes on Jesus. He's still the author and finisher of your faith. And until we get together tomorrow, may God bless you. And hey, have a great day.